Twiztidmurphy broadcast of Ark ASA. I am currently playing as Jax, my story character. I am writing little blurbs about him every day, kind of following his adventure on the Ark, or should I say his imprisonment, because to him, this is kind of a hellhole compared to where he came from, because he came from 2025. He was a retired military vet, which you guys probably heard me say this a few times if you've been watching. He's a sniper, which, being in the Marines, being a sniper, he has a lot of experience with survival, and he's a good shot. In his retirement, he was working as a car salesman, and currently also owns his own land where he raises chickens and pigs. So he does have knowledge with like caring for animals, so you know, that's a plus.
We can't stay here. Even if they reopen the department, it's not safe. We've got nowhere to go.
I have 2 tribe members.
Yes, we do. The law says we've got.
There's been a few things that have went down during the time since, you know, we started the story. Obviously, it's Ark. So, we started over here. I so far have ventured as far as here. I haven't crossed over here yet. He hasn't checked out an obelisk, figured out kind of what's going on with that. Even when you go up to it, it's kind of still mysterious. His main goal is to really figure out why he's there and who put him there and how the hell he can get off. So, yeah, he woke up on the Ark. He didn't have his left arm when he, you know, was on Earth. He had a prosthetic arm. And so he wakes up on the Ark. By surprise, you know, his left arm has grown back. And he then, you know, frantically starts scratching at it, trying to figure out, you know, is this real? Like, how can this be? You know, he thought it was just some, like, lifelike prosthetic at first, but it had feeling in it, which is going to be, even for a robot arm, you're really not going to have feeling in it. So, you know, that was a surprise. But the real question for him was where he was, because, you know, he just randomly woke up in this place. You know, was just kind of living his day to day before all of a sudden, poof. So, yeah. You know, he started building a base. It took him a little while to kind of get everything set up properly. At first, he just started with like a little thatch hut, you know, get him going. Started hunting, tamed a few geckos along the way, and we've obviously gotten a little bit more than that so far. My tribe mates have grabbed some pterodons. Rule I'm doing for my character is the only way he can knock things out are either with his fists or with a trank gun. I'm not allowing arrows for my character. My tribe mates can do what they want to do, but for myself, I have a strict rule on it, which I think is reasonable.
You're always telling me I should push myself.
If you know you can defect, then you're not challenging yourself.
Yeah, so
Whatever happened to the man who was trying to raise a submarine?
we had a base over here.
Something
There was
that
one
big,
day when I met up with Natalie and I had her join. We had this elephant that was over here. It was I think it's called the BioShift mod.
something a little more challenging.
It's a variant. And that elephant was just like demonic red and black.
That's why he had this bunch
Well,
of
I'm trying to tame, I think it was a high level gecko over here. And he starts walking up on me and getting all
nuclear bomb. I think I can handle you.
infuriated because I was near him. Infuriated. And he then starts chasing me. Well, I had an idea because there was a Spino down here. So I had him chase me all the way down here. Somehow I made it and was able to bypass the Spino and make my way back. But yeah, that was fun. That was a pretty cool moment right there. That was actually before I started streaming, which probably should have been streaming at that time. And afterwards we had a few more moments where Spinos kept popping up on us in that cove over there, kind of on the side. So we put up some spikes. I kind of did like I did 3 rows of spikes at least. Yeah, I think it was 3 rows. And unfortunately, though, we had a gator come up on us. And that did not stop him. He destroyed all those. Was eating one of my bases up. So I made the decision to start tearing stuff down, loading the boat, and we got all the tames and all our stuff out of there, or as much as possible. Took some minor losses, but nothing serious. I lost one of the BioShift pterodons and like, I think maybe like another dino or 2. But that was the first time my character has died in the game. And he's not sure what to think of it. He doesn't know if he's in a simulator.
If you want to beat me this time, you have to set the beast free.
If it's some kind of sentient or like hive mind clone type deal going on. Maybe that's why he has all the skills that he has. It's because every time he dies, he remembers it. I mean, it's not like he's going back in the past, but so he's not sure what to take of it, which is rightfully so. But so one day before the gator attacked, Natalie and I went out when we were like just kind of searching around trying to find some answers. We stumbled upon some notes from Helena. Well, it seems like they fixed that, so that's cool. These aren't disappearing anymore, at least right now. So, found this note, which was kind of like good to hear, because this tells us that there's more tribes out there. And also gave me an idea what these are, because we've seen them just kind of hanging out in the sky, but I personally, well not I, but my character personally felt like it was like some sort of city in the sky. He wasn't sure how to take it, or what it was. Took him a while just to figure out what was going on with the loot drops coming from the sky. He didn't dare walk up to him. But one day he said, the hell with it. And he went and checked it out. Was examining it. Because he noticed they never really attacked any creatures, so he figured he'd be safe. And, yeah. So, he opened that up by kind of feeling around. He noticed that, he was running his hands, like, along, like, the light of them. You know, kind of that diagonal thing. And, it just opened up. the best thing he found inside the drop was a sniper rifle. And then him and Natalie started talking about the fact how specified that was, or how specific. Sorry, I can't talk. It's like late. I'm a bit burnt out. But that's pretty cool.
Yes, Hank, you're still a bozo. Well, nice job. See that?
Shoot, I lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, how specific the drop was to him. How all of a sudden, a sniper rifle just appears. Like, it just hasn't happened. So, they started talking. She was kind of like mentioning how there's a book she reads called The Hunger Games. And, basically that same thing happens. These people get teamed up. At this time, it's just the two of them. Or two of us. And all of a sudden the sniper rifle falls from the sky. Well, very similar to how they do things in the Hunger Games. I mean, yeah, it doesn't come down in some big old light, but they do care packages. Now, this was still before he died. So, what am I trying to say? So yeah, like, they got pretty skeptical about that whole situation, the drop falling from the sky and be able to find a sniper rifle in it. And he was pretty ecstatic about the fact he found a sniper rifle. The only thing that's going to be a challenge for him is like making the ammo for it, because we haven't found any of that yet. But it's pretty happy to have that rifle. Right now, the other rifle we have is this guy, which, using that as an actual round, bullet round, it's, it just takes so long to reload. Can't do justice of an actual 50 caliber rifle. But yeah, so they went out, they found some notes. They found a note from Rockwell talking about doing experiments on people. That creeped him out pretty well. Almost made him wonder if like he might be part of the group that brought him here, since he's doing experiments. But at the same time, he's unsure about that claim, since the fact that they're curious about what the obelisks are too and what's going on here. You can tell by their notes. So yeah, it's a tough situation. No one really knows what's going on. Everybody's trying to figure it out. People are getting a little up in arms about certain things. Like, we're just getting a little tired of being here. Obviously we'd like to be home, but that isn't an option. So we're trying to make the best out of it. After that, geez, I keep getting sidetracked over here. So yeah, when we were doing the notes, we got back. On the way back to the raft to sail back to our base, Natalie fell into a hole, which she actually did in the game too, which is kind of funny. So I decided to write about it, and I said that she fell into some pitfall trap, and thought she broke her ankle. She only sprained it, luckily, just a really bad sprain. And porta potties. And
You already do. You're hiding right now, like I had my whole life. I don't feel like a freak all the time. I just want to look.
So I went and gathered some materials to get her out. Tried building a ladder at first, but that was before I realized that she had hurt herself. So then I kind of snapped that in half, tied the rope to it, and made sort of like a rope swing type deal. And then I hoisted her up. Then I assisted her to get back to the boat.
Society should aspire to be more like us.
We then realized that it was too late to just sail back, which I know it's just right across, but you know, trying to be a little realistic. So we set up camp. As she was cutting up fish, I went out and started harvesting materials. The bird that we had found up in the hills that she fed, which I forgot to mention in this, but I mentioned in the story, came back. He could smell the fish that she was cutting up because she had fed him one earlier in the day, and you know, he wanted it. So he came up and scared the hell out of her because he made like a big old, you know, squawk as he flew in, and so she screamed. I heard the scream from in the woods, so I started running out, dropped everything I was doing. When I got back, I noticed that she was sitting there like cuddling with this pterodon, this evil looking pterodon, because it was one of the red ones. And I was just kind of like, what the hell? But after that, we ended up making camp, and after setting up camp and cooking some food, we went to sleep. My character slept closest to the entrance of the cave that they were in to kind of keep an eye out on things, and he also didn't quite trust that pterodon from trying to eat them while they slept. And then we haven't got to this part yet, but then the next morning what's going to happen is they're going to go to back to their base, and they're going to run into Dylan. Well, Dylan's going to be stealing food out of the fridge, and when they catch him doing that, they sneak up on him while he's inside their fridge eating who knows what, and they hit him with a tranq arrow. Well, he you know, he makes a run for it, but unfortunately the narcotics kick in, and he, you know, passes right out on the beach. I don't think it was a tranq arrow. I think it was an actual dart. Yeah, I remember shooting him with darts. So it does stand true to my character with, you know, not trying to tame things with arrows. But so yeah, after he passed out on the beach, they put him in jail. They kept him there for a few days. Then when the gator attacked, he offered to help them. He would rather, you know, die helping them than be sitting in the cage waiting to be eaten. So, you know, he did his best to help them out by trying to lure the gator away and attack him. He also died and was eaten by the gator that day, along with myself. My character does die at that time, and you know,
This is a surprise.
a day later, he wakes up. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm gonna write that in actually. I don't know if it's gonna be a day later or if he's just gonna wake up, you know, a few hours later. But comes back. Gator's still chomping on things, so instead of fighting the gator, he decides, you know, hey, it's time we get the hell out of here. So packed everything up, got all the animals on the boat, You know, got all his tribe mates on there. He noticed, you know, that Dylan guy had come back as well, and he was seeing if there was anything he could do to, you know, still lend a hand. As you know, confused he was that he's even alive, he didn't understand how Dylan was alive as well. After, you know, being digested by a giant gator. So he welcomes him into the tribe. Hey. Be a while before we can use that, but nice. Nice pull. So yeah, he welcomes him into the tribe. And they, where am I trying to go with this? Yeah, they welcome him into the tribe. We then move over here.
You know, sometimes I wonder what my life would have been like.
We sail up the coast to get away from that gator because we just couldn't take it down. And after doing that, we set up post over here. I think we're going to be here for a little while until we can kind of figure out where we are. My goal is to get a dino pen inside that, like, kind of that water area in the middle there. That way they're not just sitting out here. That's kind of the history of what's been going on, though. I'm not really good at playing in character. Something I want to kind of try to do, but I just kind of feel awkward with it. So I'd more rather prefer to talk through it and just kind of give backdrops of what's been going on. Currently, really they're just establishing themselves here. I threw up multiple bridges, I'm the builder in the tribes. You know, I've been doing all the building. So they like to tame, they like to craft, or not craft, but like gather materials. So, you know, it works perfectly for me because I love to breed, and I love to build stuff. So I actually kind of don't care too much for taming. I mean, I enjoy it. It's, you know, it can be challenging, but I'm just not, I don't know. I like to chill around the base, as you guys can tell from my videos. But we plan on going out tomorrow. I've been trying to make as much material as possible.
I'm here.
I'm trying to get a perfected parasaur, which I keep frickin' failing on. Like I'm frickin' Dr. Evil over here. But
Didn't attack the cells. It enhanced them.
we'll get there.
It didn't work.
Yes, it's okay. Don't you see? This is who you were meant to be.
Oh, time is almost 1. Jesus. Got this guy just a minute ago. He's pretty cool. It's nice to have your chicken already on fire. It's kind of cool though. I can actually ride it. Chicken jockey.
Even I gotta admit you look pretty badass.
Pretty
I
funny.
got a new name for you. Beast.
Can I give you weight? Oh, I can. Let's give you weight.
Of course I can.
We're gonna ride in town, boy. Oh, I need to get you a mate. You would be awesome with a mate. Yes, you would. Yes, you would.
Status of the carbush.
Oh, by the way, so the server we're on, it's called Middle Earth Chronicles. We have pretty good rates, so I do 2 times weekend. So we double, or sorry, probably should call it a double. Oh, I don't know. I don't really know what to call it, because either way it doesn't sound good, but a double weekend times 2 weekend. Essentially, XP is doubled, harvesting is doubled, and so is taming. during Saturday and Sunday, sometimes Friday too, depending when I enable it. This week we had it start Wednesday night into Sunday tomorrow. I'm going to disable it sometime tomorrow night and put it back at 5 times, 1 times XP, 5 times harvest, and 10 times taming. So at this time, harvesting's at 10 times, XP is double, well 2 times XP is exactly what it's at, because it's just normal XP, regularly. But I do it on all options. So there's a few XP, there's like probably 6 or 8 like options that they can, you know, kill XP, harvest XP, generic XP, how much XP you get from the notes and stuff like that. So yeah, everything's doubled on the weekend. I hope this, you know, is something that drives traffic. I also have started role-playing myself, as you can see here in this video. So, with role-playing, my normal rule for bases is you can only have one big base per map, and you can have, I think it's either one other, like kind of small base, sort of like an outpost or something. But if you are role-playing, I am willing to stretch that a little bit. So like for instance, you know, I'm built up here and over there. I have all this. Going similar to this. Oh yeah. So yeah, as you know, players are allowed to build a little bit more than they would normally. You know, I plan on keeping my base over here when I move. I'll probably rip down the bridges just to open up space. And I might take down that crafting spot and just move it in the back. But for right now, this is our headquarters. This is, you know, the main base and everything, so, you know, it's kind of big. Spread out, but, you know, it's a good sized base for all the structures I have out. But yeah, so role-playing has that benefit that you can build more than you can normally. There's also more likelihood of having tribe wars, whether it's story-based or what do you call it? Story-based or story-based, or just, you know, a regular tribe war. Wow, it's too late. I'm probably gonna hop off the mic here because I'm just gonna keep sounding like a fool. But so yeah, tribe wars are available, and it can happen by 2 ways: story or just regular tribe war. How that can come about, a regular tribe war, is, let's say a tribe comes up, they find this bridge to be messing with the beaver spawns. They're like, hey, I want you to take it down. I would probably just take it down willingly, but if I didn't, those folks could reach out to the owner, which the owner is me, which you guys probably be like, well, that's not fair. You're told you're not going to take it down. Well, then we can go into a tribe war, which, you know, I mean, depending on the circumstance, tribe wars can be denied by either the recipient or, if the recipient denies it and it gets passed down to me, I can bypass the recipient's denial if I find that the declaration of war is worthy. Now, if I'm having a declaration of war, what I'm probably going to be doing, unless I would like to go to war, is I'm just going to listen to what they're asking me to do. So they want me to remove this bridge. All right, I'll remove the bridge. Or I'll be like, all right, I'll remove the bridge, but you throw me 500 mil, or try to make some type of deal. Yeah. I mean, those tribes are able to do that too. It's not just because I'm the owner. I'm not going to be like, you have to give me 500 mil if you want me to do this. No. You know, it's negotiating. They say no. I mean, trying to negotiate further. And if they're like, I'm not negotiating anymore, this is either going to be war or you're going to do it, I'm just going to be like, well, alright. War it is, mofo. Put your dinos where your mouth is. I don't know, I haven't PvP'd in a while, so it'd be kind of fun to actually have to PvP to someone. But there'll be story raids, and the story raids I think will be fun. Like, I'm gonna set up times where, like, we're away and they come and attack our base.
The point between rage and serenity.
And there's rules with that too. So a story-based raid, let's say, I tell a tribe, hey, what I want to happen is, for the story, I want you to come raid that building. And I specify that building. So it's almost like terms of war. And let's say during that battle, or during that raid, while we are away, my troops are, all with me, and have no idea that there's a potential chance of us getting raided that day. If they were to go and raid them, knowing that they're away over here, because the players know that they're being raided, if you get what I'm saying, then we would be in trouble. My players can't break storyline and go and attack them just because they're away. And then it goes vice versa. I tell them to only attack that. They decide to wipe my base over there, destroy all my bridges, kill all my tames. They wipe us, and they're gonna be in trouble as well. Oh, that made me so mad. But, who knows? They could do it. Maybe they want to be complete lawbreakers in the role play, and that's how they want to kind of get out there with it. If that was the case, I don't know. I don't know how I'd take that, but it would probably end in some fun way. I'm not gonna be like a douche, but I may have to turn on actual PvP for that, and we might have to start getting a little serious. I've kind of thought about that, but I don't think my people on the server would like us going kind of like a PvEVP, where we would have very strict rules on no PvP, but like the maps would be on a PvP style map, with offline raid being on, just so folks didn't get raided while they're away. Because there's always rule breakers, and I've ran servers like that before. But PvE players get very sensitive about even the mention of PvP. Even if there's no PvP happening, they will, still get, nervous, which is understandable. But at least with offline raiding on, you don't. Aw, man, I keep doing that. Well, what do we have for levels? Not even good anyway. I need to go to bed anyway. I need to stop playing this. Well, yeah. And base is looking good. We're trying to cook as much wood as we can, because I need gunpowder. So I have all these guys just sitting here cooking. Give me what I need. I need that charcoal.
That's the point my mind can't penetrate. We have to assume that that's where Shaw is.
Should probably take that metal, actually. Yeah. As I say, no fuel, but there's obviously fuel in it. No brains. Oh. No, maybe I have no brains. Oh.
That's the nuclear reactor. Disable it.
Let's see. Shoot, what's it doing? Mr. No Brain. Mr. No Brain. Bring me a dream.
Stop! Don't move!
Let's see. Oh, it's going higher. There we go. Hey. At this point, let's put it over here.
Eric, you're there. You've reached the void.
He's not here, Charles. Shaw's not here. He's left the stop. What? He's got to be there. He has to be. There's nowhere else he can be. Keep looking. I'm telling you he's not. There's no one here, goddammit.
Oh, what a fool. I had a spare hatchet right in my hand.
What a pleasant surprise.
Eric?
So good to see you again. May I ask you something? Why are you on their side?
He's gone. What? He's gone into the void. I can't communicate with him there.
My fight for a doomed race will hunt us down as soon as they realize their reign is coming to an end.
Close. There you go. You have 2,600. You have 10K. I just give you the rest. I'll take this. And I'll bring it here. Perfect.
I'm sorry for what happened.
Wunderbar. And you got charcoal. Yeah, it's a good day to be alive right here. We're gonna have plenty of charcoal when I wake up in the morning. Alright. Well, guys.
Eric, whatever you do, keep
I think that's about it for me tonight.
I did for you.
Done a few streams today. A few of them were kind of sloppy.
Embrace it.
They'll probably be deleted. But if you want to have a good laugh, feel free to check them out.
It's working. I'm starting to see it, but I can't yet touch his mind.
We also had a few where we were just silent as we were playing. I feel weird doing kind of these talk throughs when my tribe members are here, because it's like I'm just sitting here talking to myself, which that's all I'm doing right now, really. But you guys have a good night, and peace out.
Starting to scratch the surface. Think how much further we could go together.
Or yeah, let's do it this way. Let's make it look real. Da 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 da. Yeah, peace out.